You know those tiny back-to-school emergencies that somehow become your problem? That's why I love Uber Eats. You can order school supplies, snacks, and lunchbox essentials for $5 or less. So when your kid casually drops, "I don't like peanut butter anymore," or "I need 5 green highlighters for a project due tomorrow," Uber Eats has you covered. Get everything you need for back to school today from your favorite brands like Aldi and Staples on Uber Eats. Order now. Ends 9/7. $5 or less before taxes and fees. Select items only. Availability varies. See app for details.
Stuart Fails to Save the Universe is about Stuart Bloom, who ran the comic book shop on The Big Bang Theory, and now has to restore reality after he accidentally causes a multiverse Armageddon. On the Stuart Fails to Save the Universe podcast, hear from the creators, cast, and crew as they unpack each episode after it airs on HBO Max. Watch the Stuart Fails to Save the Universe official podcast on HBO Max, YouTube, or listen wherever you get your podcasts.
You know that thing that you love? You'll find others geeking out about it on Facebook. Whether you're looking for community or inspiration, Facebook helps turn passion into action. Obsessed with running a marathon? Discover a neighborhood run club group. Start training and meet your new neighbor. Thinking about cooking more at home? Connect with meal prep groups to discover recipes in a new community. And as you're scrolling the feed, you may even find reels showing you top running shoes or the best tools for your culinary journey. This summer, find more on Facebook.
I'm Esther. And I'm Susie. And this is Limited Time Only.
Brief, a pick-me-up in shorter podcast form.
I was talking to my hairdresser the other day and I revealed a load of stuff about myself that I think I was a bit hyper, and I sort of started reeling off all these weird things that I did. Well, I told her one thing and then she really started laughing. So then I just started telling her other things, and then I thought, oh, is this stuff other people do? And if it is, we can talk about it on the episode and people might take comfort in that. And if it's not, I'm just revealing stuff, and that's quite interesting as well, isn't it, really?
Yeah, always good to reveal things about yourself that you might wish to keep private.
Dirty little secrets.
Yeah.
So that one of the first things that I did, one of the first things I told her was that this is probably going to be frowned upon by lots of people.
Oh my gosh, what are you going to say?
If I'm on my own...
Oh no!
If I'm on my own and I want a carrot for lunch,
right? I mean, already that's weird.
As part of my lunch, not just a full meal. I will peel it, but I will bite the ends off and flop them at the dog.
You will bite the ends off and flop them at the dog. Like you go and then spit it at the dog
onto the floor because she loves a carrot end. There's no flob on it actually. So I go, because I can't be asked to get a chopping board out. So I will peel the carrot and I just go bite, spit. And the dog's really happy. And I say to a washing up thing, is that weird?
When did you start doing it?
Oh, a while ago.
And it's just, you did it once, you thought, bloody hell. Every time I have a carrot, this is what I'm going to do. This is fulfilled something within me that I didn't know.
This is a life hack. Life hack 101.
Life hack. I mean, if you haven't got a dog, don't try it because your floor will just be covered with.
Well, do you know what? If
carrot.
we go on holiday and we don't take Nancy with us, we're really disappointed because we're not a tidy up family. We if food falls on the floor, we just go, Nancy, and she comes and mops it up. So I do that, and I realised that it might be frowned upon or thought of. But I think it's just a time-saving thing. And I was telling my friend Mel about it, and she said she will sometimes chop things in midair so she doesn't have to use a chopping board. Like she'll sort of chop.
Well, that's just actually dangerous.
That is dangerous.
What the hell? I'm sorry. That health and safety Susie.
The hell, Mel?
Mel. Is this Mel I know?
No.
Well, good, because I'd have rung her up. That is incredibly dangerous.
Well, maybe she likes the danger. We'd
have to have a very sharp knife to be able to chop something in midair. She's a samurai.
And then just, chops it into her hand a bit.
No. Okay. If you're listening to this, do not follow Mel in any way. Mel, I'm concerned for your arteries.
She's lovely. I mean,
I'm sure she's lovely. No, she's lovely. She just hasn't got a clue about chopping.
Well, I think she's just, injecting a bit of adrenaline, saving on the washing up.
Yes. I'm interested in your choice of having a whole carrot for lunch. These are the things I'm interested in, are sort of, what is your lunch? Are you dipping it in hummus? Are you literally just having a carrot?
if Ian isn't here, I will, like, he's really particular. Like, he'll make a proper lunch and I just can't be arsed. So I will get a few slices of cheese out the fridge, maybe chop an apple, have a carrot.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. I mean, if I can have a boiled egg or something, or a piece of toast with banana on the top.
Yeah. I mean, even that's quite a lot of effort, isn't it? I mean, just going to the fridge, slicing up 3 slices of cheese, chopping up an apple, and then peeling a carrot, and then the dog has the center of the apple as well. So she's happy. Everyone's a winner. I've had no washing up, or anything that can just go straight in the dishwasher. And it feels a bit like swearing when I spit it across the floor. It gives me that kind of frisson that you get when you say the F word or something, because I like swearing. I enjoy it. I know it's a sign, supposedly a sign of low vocabulary, although I did hear recently that's a sign of high vocabulary and high intelligence, and I fucking believe that.
Well, if you use it correctly, this is the thing.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I'm totally with you on the less washing up is good.
Less domestic chores. I'd like someone to work for me, ideally.
Ideally, I'd like staff.
Yeah, I'd like staff. I'd like a chef, and I'd like someone to take care of my washing. And unless I've been to a friend's house, and then I'm always motivated to come back and tidy and clean. But for the rest of the time, I would like someone to take care of all that.
Yeah, I don't want to do any of that stuff.
No.
But unfortunately,
such is life.
Unless I can marry into the royal family or something, which at this stage in life is probably unlikely.
And your options are a bit limited, aren't you?
Limited.
There's only one of them that's unmarried, and he's going to prison soon, probably. So you don't want that one.
No. That would be a dirty little secret.
It would. But my other little weird things, two other things I said now, but I think most people probably do this, don't they? Is that
I don't know.
Sometimes it's on the same ilk. You're really bad.
It's absolutely. Oh, I nearly fell over
in anticipation.
Sorry. I never know what you're going to say, Esther. So.
Well, these two are along the same lines.
Okay.
I find cooking boring unless I'm cooking something nice. But if I'm left alone to my own devices, I like to put it in pots, and I like to talk it out loud like I'm Nigella Lawson making a television show. So I will say, now I'm going to add in a little bit of cumin, and then I'm going and it just I enjoy that. And then it gets me nice cooking. And then the other thing I do is sometimes
no.
I get out of the shower and I'm wrapped in a towel and I can't be bothered to dry myself off. So I get my handbag and I pretend I'm doing Vogue in the bag. Talk through what's in my handbag to an imaginary no one's there. And I'm going, well, I've always got my little roll-on scented, because it makes me feel nice. And then I've got my...
What, naked what's in your bag? It's a whole series.
Of course, in my imagination, I'm not naked. I'm dressed in something fantastic. And I'll be like, oh, yes, here's my purse that my friend Sally bought me years ago. And I do that because it's
the correct amount of time for you to dry.
I just
without rubbing.
It's more exciting than drying.
Well,
essentially, I'm 48 and I'm playing to get through chores.
No, I think this is what you have to do to get through.
Yeah, life.
I think that's very sweet.
Oh, do you?
But do you have the same thing in your bag each time?
No, it can be mixed up. Obviously, there are essentials that are always there, which I do talk about the fact that they're essentials when I go through.
I mean, you should probably film this for Instagram. Could just start a whole trend.
Well, we could, limited time only in the bag.
What's
locked in the bag?
And you have to be just wrapped in a towel.
Oh no, I'm not doing that.
No, I wouldn't do that.
No, not until I've done many gym sessions. And Jennifer.
No, come on. I don't do that, but I will hum tunes to the Hoover.
Oh.
Or if something makes a tune, a note,
yes,
I will start harmonizing along to the. That's entertaining when I'm hoovering.
Yes.
It's like, and I'm like, or whatever.
Yeah.
Just making up some crap. That gets me through hoovering.
That sounds, well, I think that's brilliant because I like singing. I've never harmonized with the Hoover, but I will actually start doing that. I like making songs up.
Yes, you can use the Hoover as a bass line.
Okay.
As the starting note, and then you can muck around. Hair dryers can also work with that. Singing while hair drying is good because it drowns out the sound of your own voice.
Yes.
Which is always beneficial.
Well, I don't use a hairdryer. I never dry my hair. So what I might do is put the hairdryer on and just whilst I'm getting dressed, sing along to it.
You could do that. Teeth brushing. Yeah, I don't know really. Yes, I've not really thought about that. I mean, I find all those things inherently dull.
Yeah.
I'll often be listening to a podcast while brushing my teeth and flossing and stuff. So I'll be brushing my teeth with electric toothbrush, obviously incredibly loud. So I have to hold the phone right up to my ear to be able to hear what's going on. But it does pass the time. Then I get to the end and worry that I've not actually cleaned my teeth properly because I've just been concentrating on the episode.
We're always multitasking, aren't we? And always, so I do it. I go for a wee and I'm looking on Instagram or I'm brushing my teeth and then I'm trying to turn it up and it's like, bloody hell. Like,
I know. It can't even do 2 minutes.
No, it's ridiculous.
That is worrying, isn't it, really?
It's really worrying. And actually, when we did our social media week off years ago when we went for the pod, and that was life-changing for me. I obviously didn't stick to it, but I found that week really, and I've just been in Cornwall for a week with my family and I really tried very hard not to look at my phone the whole time away, and it really changes my brain
need
chemistry.
to come off socials.
I know.
I think at this point, I think I've kind of hit a bit of a burned out period, and I think that would be key.
I'm Livy Dunn, All-American gymnast and Viore athlete. When you travel and train as much as I do, you find happiness where you are. On the mat or on the sand, movement and comfort are essential. That's why I live in Performance Joggers by Viore. Made from DreamKnit fabric that's made of 89% recycled materials, effortlessly soft and made to move as much as I do. My happiness starts here, in the softest joggers on the planet. Get 20% off your first purchase at Viore.com/Livy. That's VUORI.com/LIVVY. Exclusions apply. Not only will you receive 20% off your first purchase, but enjoy free shipping on U.S. orders over $75 and free returns. Go to Viore.com/Livy and discover the full versatility of Viore clothing. Exclusions apply. Visit the website for full terms and conditions.
Quick question. When was the last time a display ad changed your mind? Now think about the last time a friend told you about something they loved. Different feeling, right? That's how podcast advertising works. A host who's built real trust with their audience talks about your brand in their own words, in their own voice. It doesn't interrupt the experience. It's part of it. With Acast, you can access the world's largest podcast marketplace. Choose the right shows, the right audiences, the right format. Then watch the data tell you it worked. You're not buying impressions. You're buying influence. Learn more by visiting acast.com/advertise.
I'm just trying to think of that things I do that people might, I don't know, some people might do as well. It's not related to anything we've said before, but if I'm at someone else's house or in a public toilet, someone and the toilet roll is lined up so that the piece you're taking is coming from the back of the roll, I will take it off the roller, turn it round and put it on the correct way.
That is correct. Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, I mean, public toilet, restaurants, friends' houses, I'm like, what the heck is
Where's
this?
Your brain at?
Complete travesty.
Yeah.
And it's got, put it on correctly. It doesn't make sense to put it on coming out backwards.
No, I totally agree. And
would you change it though? Would you change it?
I think I have, but I can't think of the last time I was somewhere like you have the right.
I'm always going to the toilet, so
you've got right toilet roll etiquette in your house, Susie. Yes. So I'd never done it in your house.
No.
And I think most of my friends, I think they've
got the correct idea.
They were brought up properly. Yeah. I will always change a cushion if the zip isn't at the bottom.
Oh yes.
So the zips have to be at the bottom, and I don't understand
bottom and the back. Yeah.
Yeah. And when I always make the bed in the morning, my husband will pull the duvet back and chuck the cushions on and stuff. And I'm like, no. And we have a green blanket at the bottom that's for the dog to lie on. But I always want the tag to be on the bottom corner, not at the top. The tag should be sort of hanging off the bed at the bottom corner.
Yes. If I'm making a duvet, stuffing a duvet, the tag on the duvet has to be at the bottom.
Yes. Absolutely.
Partly because it's quite, if you're in bed and then you've got the feeling of a tag right by your face, that's quite annoying, isn't it?
It just doesn't make sense to me that wouldn't be. In fact, when I make the beds with my kids and I make the bed together, if the tag is, I'll say, no, we have to stop and start again. This is wrong.
Stop and start
this
again.
Is wrong. We can't operate like this. Who are we? The tag has to be at the bottom. Otherwise it will bother me.
We'd have very ordered and, pleasing hotels and bed and breakfasts, I feel. Yeah. Everything would be spit spot.
Well, it would, but staff would have to, because I'd be bored. I'd be playing Vogue in the bag by myself.
Yes. Oh, God. No, I wouldn't be I'd make one bed. Yeah. And then I'd be like, why have I got this B&B business? I've completely ruined my life. I sold up, moved to Cornwall for a B&B business, and I don't want to do any of this is just chores.
I'm 4 weeks in. I loved it for the first 4 weeks. Now I'm bored. I want a different career.
Absolutely. I do. I've often thought I'd quite like a B&B.
Yeah, me too.
And then I realised I'd have to cook breakfasts for
people.
I'd also have to talk to people.
Yeah.
Which we find on some days. Yeah. And other days, no. Oh, I just thought of a dirty little secret.
Oh, go on, tell me.
Well, I will often, when you see somebody,
you pretend to be
it happens more often to me probably than you, because you don't know many people. No, because I have to get the train a lot.
Oh yeah.
Wherever I'm going in London, I'm getting the train. So I will see people on platforms and stuff. And I'll walk the other way. I'll sort of hide. Yeah. I'll be on the phone and hope to God they haven't. But do you know what? I often think they've probably seen me as well. Oh. And thought, I hope that bloody Susie just turns around.
Well, I've got, there's a friend of mine, well, he's my friend as well, and he lives quite close to us, and we often see each other and we have a really good chat. But the last few times I've seen him, he absolutely pretends he hasn't seen me or stuff, and I totally I'm never offended by that.
Because he just doesn't want to chat.
He's a lovely person. We're good friends. But I also know that some days you just haven't got the bandwidth, and I play along with it. Yeah. And sometimes I will be on a dog walk, and if I see someone coming towards me, I'm never doing it.
What do you do when someone's coming towards you? Do you hold the dog over your face?
Don't look at me. If it's somebody that I either don't know but is just walking their dog, and I know they want a conversation, they're going to start talking to me and want to walk with me even though we don't know each other.
Yes.
Or somebody that I find a bit annoying, I will pretend to be on the phone.
You could be pretending to pick up poo as well for quite a long time, couldn't you?
You can, but people will wait with you and stuff like that. It's the thing is, 9 times out of 10, I am actually on the phone, but there is the odd occasion where I think, I haven't got the stamina. Not with friends. I would never do that to a friend or something.
No. It's just acquaintances where it's going to be small talk, isn't it?
And we've got this neighbour. Oh God, he lives at the bottom of our garden. He will not listen to this. I know he won't. And he is he's so difficult to get away from. And he started doing our neighbour opposite's garden, and if he's there, my entire family are like, leg it, and we get out in the car and out because he will just
literally drive away
because he will grab you, and he doesn't. I think he's the one I think I told you about before, who said, if you see me looking up at your window with binoculars, I'm not looking with binoculars. I'm looking at the tits. There's a family of tits. I'm looking at the tits. He's like that. And the other day he was outside and he was doing our neighbour Brenda's garden, and I went out and I was like, oh shit. And I knew he was trying to get me into a conversation.
Oh, no.
And he was like, and there was somebody who was having building work. Not very good, is it? Not very good, are it? All that that's jumping down at the bottom of the road now, and the smoke billowing up. I was like, I haven't noticed. And I'm always polite, but you're like,
get away.
Ancient. He's our age. I'm making him sound, but that's.
I thought, yes, I imagined him as an elderly gentleman.
No, he's not an old man. But I used to get stuck. We had to make our fence higher because you'd go into the garden.
This guy has like terrorised your life.
Well, we moved in and I'd go and lie in the garden and read a book when the kids were at school, and he'd pop over the fence and just start talking to me. So I'd have to get up and go and start talking to him, and he would have me there for an hour. Wouldn't ask a single question. Would walk at us. So we made the fence higher, and we were just like, because it was a short fence. We're like, no, we can't have this, because this is our home. This is our space. This is a space for us to go in. So if we do see him, we do all once a week. He comes and does Brenda's garden, and I will pretend to be on the phone when I go out to the car, or I'm in a rush.
What is that about? There are certain people, and I know a few, but you can't. They don't know when to stop. They don't take a social cue. It is actually. It's partly loneliness, maybe, but equally maybe not. Maybe it's social cues.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's.
But we're probably super sensitive to social cues.
Yeah.
Whereas I probably think people don't want to talk to me when actually they're fine.
Yeah,
because I'm just so sensitive.
You so I'm. If I can tell somebody doesn't want to talk to me, and I don't take it personally. I just think they're probably having they just don't want to engage, and that's fine. Because I've been there as well. It doesn't mean I don't like them. It just means I know that they're like, I can't be asked to talk today.
Yeah.
Or maybe they think that there's that bitch again.
Well, sometimes it's, oh, right, on this train journey, I've got to do this. I've got to send this email, and I've got to send a message. I will need to look that up, and I need to read this, whatever it is. And then I don't get to do that. And I'm like, never, I just sort of go, doesn't matter. Matter.
And actually,
every
time I go to the hairdressers, I take my work to do work. And I would say, I think there's probably only been one occasion in the last 18 months where I haven't run into somebody I haven't seen for years. Like there was one girl I saw who was my best friend when I was 2, and I hadn't seen her for 30 years. And so I just think, well, just lean into it. It's joyful to have these conversations.
Yes, absolutely. It's not doesn't happen every time.
No,
you're right. Yeah. That's quite a lot of secrets. I mean, sort of secrets. It's kind of confessions.
Yeah. Candid confessions.
Some of which were weird, chopping something in midair. Some of which were social things, which I think people will relate to. I mean, I'm trying to think of anything else that I do that's a bit odd. Probably lots of things.
Yeah. If you think of something, you could always bring it to next week's share.
I could bring it to the table and lay it out and be embarrassed. But yeah, I mean, I think I'm just completely normal.
I think, I don't do anything odd about you. I think you are the most normal of normals. A complete bore.
A what? A bore?
Complete bore. She's got nothing interesting about it.
Totally dull.
No quirks. She doesn't harmonise with a Hoover.
Oh yeah, do that, don't I?
Yeah. Yeah, we've all got weird little quirks, haven't we? But I'd be interested to know how many of the people pretend they're Nigella or pretend they're doing Vogue in the bag.
I like that. I might start doing it. I mean, I would, especially on an island. You do want to do that. My daughter definitely does that.
Yeah,
pretty much everything.
I'm sure I should have outgrown it by now, but then I also think, why? Let's just keep playing. Life's for joy and fun.
It's fun. This is the preparation for the podcast. This is why we're doing a podcast, because we all pretended we were, Rusty Lee presenting a cookery program.
I was talking to somebody earlier, and she was telling me that she used to pretend to be a radio DJ when she was a child.
Oh, God, I did.
So did I. And I also had a radio station with my friends, and the jingle was Radio 13, unlucky for some, but not for us.
Oh, that's really nice. That could work. Yeah. Did you ever record? Did you press
we did record, but we
on
never
the ghetto blaster.
It was just on a tape, and
so.
I would
love to find those somewhere. That'd be so cute, wouldn't it?
It would be really cute. Yeah.
And now look at us.
I know. Playing and putting out into the world so actual real people can hear us.
This is just play. but for grown-ups.
And actually, when we were in Cornwall, I met up with the fabulous Kelly Brown, who runs Edie's restaurant. And we had a coffee, which was delightful. And she was a guest in series 1 on the pod, and she runs Dawn French's favourite restaurant. And then we were talking, and she was talking about the pod. And then she said, oh, go down to the beach. There's a woman down on the beach. Go to her cafe. I think her name was Heidi. She went, she listens to the podcast. And I went, what? And she said, and so does my friend so-and-so. And so does my friend this. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Really?
So people listen to the podcast. I said, no, they don't. Ridiculous. It's just Susie and I titting about for an hour. And she was like, yeah, she likes your pod. She listens to your podcast. And I don't know. I found it a bit mind-blowing.
Did you go down? Did you speak to Heidi?
I wasn't entirely sure which one she was at. I did think about it, and then I thought she might not know who I am, and maybe I don't know. How they sound.
Oh, I listened to one episode, but didn't like it very much.
Oh shit.
Well, thank you for you guys for listening to it.
Yes,
if you're still here.
Yeah.
After all that weirdness.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next week for another brief.
Yeah. All right then. Ta-ra a bit. Ta-ra.
You have been listening to Limited Time Only. Brief. Small but perfectly formed. Just like me.
Do you keep hearing podcast ads, like this one, for example, but always wonder how you actually get involved with them for your own brand or organization? Well, it's easier than you think. We're Acast, and we give you the platform to do it all yourself. Browse thousands of popular podcasts, choose the shows that match your perfect audience, set your budget, and launch. And if you want a hand, our podcast specialists are there to help you launch with confidence. This is podcast advertising without barriers. Get started at acast.com/advertise.
This podcast is part of Podomedy, the UK's podcast comedy network. Why not laugh at what else we've got? Visit Podomedy.com.